What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. We will do you guys a favor and we will make that full screen for you. All right, so that being said, let's get right into the video. All right, so this is a Sunday weekly update, and honestly, it's pretty juicy. All right, it is pretty juicy. So first, I want to highlight, guys, we've been saying it makes no sense fundamentally to hold the June lows. Okay, we are in a much worse situation from over here. There's an added 0.5 to a whole 1% more in the federal funds rate that the market has to price in by the end of the year. That was not a thing over here. On top of that, everyone thought inflation was taking its inflection point downward, all right? Like, straight up, I don't think anybody thought that, hey, inflation really wouldn't start coming down all this time. This is like, what, 3 months here? All right. Yeah, 3 months, June to, am I doing that math right? Yeah, June's the 6th month, and that's the 9th month. All right, so 2.5 months, inflation's still not coming down, and now you have the Fed being literally the most hawkish that we've had the whole time. So this whole downfall, the Fed was not even close to as hawkish as they are now. All right, and now big money's coming out, and the banks are saying, all right, like, guys, we're not buying. All right, like, we're not doing it. Like, stuff is bad, guys. If the banks aren't going to be buying bonds, all right, it's rough, okay? And I encourage you guys to go watch Steven Van Meter's videos, all right? I don't know which, I watch all of them, just because he is like my fundamental guy to go to. If something's going on in the economy, he's gonna let you know. Now, I will tell you guys, all right? Most of these other YouTubers, they use like fear thumbnails. I just don't. I literally tell you guys exactly what you're getting. You're getting that SPY QQQ VIX update. Whatever date is on the thumbnail, that's what it is. I don't even put it in the title, because this is what's been working, and honestly, that's kind of what I want my channel to be. I literally just want it to be a place where someone can go and get an update on the overall market every single day. Not even just on, I mean, yes, the overall market, but like pretty much you're getting everything you possibly can get every single day. And yeah, that's that. All right, but yeah, if you do want to know fundamentally what really is going on, I recommend going over to Steven Van Meter's channel. All right, and that'll pretty much tell you what's going on. He's known as the Bond King on YouTube. So, I mean, yeah, it's in the name, all right? So if there's something going on with the bond market, he's going to know it. And in one of his most recent videos, he highlighted that banks are not buying bonds, all right? They're not buying bonds, and the Fed is bailing banks out. Or they're not bailing banks out. I think his last video was... it was on how they're giving these stress tests to banks, and they're trying to prepare for a financial crisis because, I mean, they got their asses handed to them in 2008, and they don't want that to happen, all right? But I'm just saying, it's going to happen. It has to happen, all right? I'm not saying it happens now. I'm not saying that at all. I'm going to continue playing the charts, and that's all I'm going to be playing. I'm not hoping for an 2008 crash, but if we do happen to just keep falling very rapidly with the current positions, all right, we are going to be, I'm just saying, all right, like I'm going to make a lot of money, okay? Like I would shit my pants if the October somehow 5x, okay? If they like, if we get a crash moment, like a Lehman moment, oh, dude, they're going up 5-10x, all right? Puts are going to skyrocket, all right? Not only is implied volatility going to be going up, but I mean, hey, they're gonna skyrocket, all right? Like, I mean, the SPY 370s they're already in the money, all right? They're well in the money. I think those are around, I want to say around $1,500, maybe $1,600 if I'm lucky right now. And the Qs, they're gonna do well as well, all right? And then the December 16 position, yeah, guys, that's gonna flourish, okay? Like, straight up, that is literally like, if we do get a Lehman moment, that will catch, all right? That will catch all of what I'm about to show you. It will catch this whole downfall, all right? And that's literally the only purpose of those, is I want to be catching that downfall, all right? I'm just saying, guys, all right? Like, it could get pretty rough if we get to this point where you just, yeah, in 9 bars you fell 30%. Imagine if you caught that move. That's the purpose of the December 16 contracts, okay? The October 21st contracts, that's the move I'm just playing, all right? I'm playing the monthly chart on that one. And I also have the November contracts as well. But keep in mind, I mean, I have a lot more in those December 16, and that's because, hey, honestly, guys, I like the safety, okay? I like playing these safe moves that are just like, hey, okay, if you catch this move, you're getting like a few 100%. There you go. All All right. And that's kind of that's what I've been leaning towards on this channel. I don't really want to do any of the risky plays. I'm not playing weeklies or anything like that. Unless if I'm I tried adding a call hedge not too long ago, and that was a weekly, but that's because, like, hey, we knew this was coming. I'm not gonna buy more date on something if we know, like, it's logical for this thing to happen. All right. And on top of that, technical analysis was literally pointing towards this thing happening. All right. And TA, I mean, honestly, you understand TA, you understand logic in the market. That's really how it is. All right. Like, TA will literally tell you where things are going before it happens. And that's why I'm saying, okay, like, I'm not saying a Lehman moment happens. I don't care if a Lehman moment happens. But what I want to say is that I got the people fully prepared. If it does happen, we're fully prepared. And the only reason we are fully prepared is because we were just strictly doing what we do all the time, every single week, every month here on the channel, which is literally just keep playing the moves. I don't give a shit. I really don't. But hey, like I said in the beginning of the video, if we do get that moment, we're getting rich. All right, we're getting rich. That's the point when boom, your base foundation right there just got laid. Okay, now you only have to take these really super safe plays, and boom. All right, this is what I've been telling you guys for months. We get rich in the bear market, we get wealthy in the bull market. Guys, it's the first year of the bear market. Who says we don't freaking get rich now and get wealthy over the next few years and then come out and we are just big money by the time the bull market comes around? I was telling my friend, the guys, Mara whales. We're gonna be Mara whales, like, straight up, guys. I told you guys a while back that all I really want is to I want to be a whale of Mara. Okay, like, straight up. Bitcoin's not going anywhere. I don't necessarily like the whole fundamental of it. I'm not gonna argue against it because, I mean, I see, like, what everyone's saying about it. I'm not gonna deny the logic there. What I will say is the transaction times, they're just, I mean, personally, why would I do that when I can use a dollar? And again, the United States has their superpower. I don't know if that's going to go away in our lifetime. But yeah, that's the whole purpose behind Bitcoin. And if I could just carry around a few bucks instead, there you go. And if I could carry around a debit or credit card, there you go. I mean, I'd much rather do that. It's the most logical scenario there. But again, I'm not going to deny Bitcoin most likely will keep coming back. Okay, like, we can come over to BTC. All right. Holy crap. Look at all this TA we got going on over here. Look at all that. All right. Holy sweet baby Jesus. But yeah, guys, I mean, we're still probably going to end up coming down here. And if you do end up coming down here, you're going to get a chance to buy Mara. It's probably, honestly, if we get any sort of, like, terrible news. All right. So my friend told me we had a sunshine meeting coming up on Monday. All right. Well, guys, they could honestly pull a Lehman moment there. Like, why are they doing that? Like, I mean, I think it was already planned, but they pushed it up. Why'd they push it up? Well, I think banks are having trouble. Like, they just acknowledge that people are having trouble. Something I want to point out, though, is we do have a wedge here forming on Mara. I don't know if that's going to end up playing out, but it's there. I mean, you got that guy right there, or you could draw it from right there. Yeah, I guess that's perfect. I'm not saying this plays out because we do all know the current situation, all right? But I do want to say VIX does have this, I guess we could just call that a massive doji candle, right? I guess that would be a doji candle. I don't think this one would be called a doji candle. Maybe it would be called, like, a shooting star candle or something. It's something like that, all right? But yeah, this is definitely just a massive doji candle of indecision, all right? And we're going to have to see what happens because you did have this massive bearish engulfing candle. Who says we don't get a bounce? I'm not saying we don't get a bounce. All right. I'm not at all. Okay. Who says the dealers aren't going to literally try and scare everybody out of their positions before sending this bitch down? But something I will highlight. Okay. This is why I didn't mind betting with people, because the only people betting on this thing are the people with logic. Okay. Like, straight up, it made no sense to not do exactly what's going on here. But holy shit, this couldn't be any more clear to me, all right? You opened up underneath June lows, and then you also closed way under June lows. This was an ugly day, guys. I'm sure, like, most of the people in the market were not expecting it, or I'm going to at least say retail was not expecting that. This is literally what the TA suggested bull traps at the beginning of the week, Monday through Wednesday. Well, that was my own guess at when it would take place. I did say, though, like, hey, going into the beginning of the week, TA is suggesting, like, you probably will have a bull trap. And honestly, that's, like, the logical scenario. Okay, this was the last day ending up that weekly candle, which was also ending up that monthly candle. which means like, hey guys, they set this up so freaking perfectly. You have the massive inclining volume as you open and close underneath June lows. And then I'm also going to bring this up. What the hell is this thing? Look at this big volume spike. That's not even close. That's like double the size of these volume spikes. We had 21 mil right there. We had 34 mil right here. All right. And straight up, this was bearish volume. It wasn't the bull trap that we keep seeing play out over and over and over again. You come over the 3-minute chart. What the hell is this? I was shitting my pants when I saw that. I was like, holy shit, I'm getting rich. Like, whoa. This is literally what induced the happy dance. Like, straight up, right? Like, this is confirmation that bears are in control, okay? Whoever is controlling this thing, it's a bear, and he's shoving it down. He is shoving it down, all right? Something I noticed on the, I think it was the hourly time frame of SPY, we have this little thing forming right here, but at the same time, I mean, it's not like we can call this a falling wedge because Bukowski says, I think it's like a minimum of, I think it's like 15 days you gotta be in this pattern or something. There's a minimum requirement, and it's a daily requirement, and this literally formed, if we come with a daily chart, it's on 2. Or it's 3 candles right there, right? So, like, I'm not expecting this to play out, but again, it's on the table. All right, I'm not gonna be oblivious to anything. All right, I'm not biased here. I mean, all right, I'm not gonna, well, all right, here's the thing. All right, I don't want to say I'm biased because I only have this position because I can see clearly on like why it does not make sense to go up. Like, it only makes sense to start dying, and at the same time, you have these other economies are just like imploding. All right. And like, I forgot who said it, but when the other countries, no, when the US has a cold, the other countries around the world has a flu. All right. And I see it. Okay. I see it. You see it in China's economy. You definitely see it in the British economy. Okay. With the British pound going on in England. It's screwed. Okay, it's screwed. Their whole pension system would have imploded. All right, and they were trying to avoid the same thing that, like, I think the U.S. knows that they can't do. We cannot like go back to quantitative easing this quick. Okay, we just got off of like drugs for like 10 years. All right, like since '08. That's 12 years we got. No, that's 14 years since '08 that we had QE going on. Subtract 1 year from that just for a buffer period. 13 years of QE, guys. All right, this is like 1 month of QT. You think they're gonna stop right now? No. What do you think caused all the inflation? The mass amounts of QE that they were doing. All right, that's literally what like imploded our own economy. All right, there's no way they're gonna do this. Okay, and at the same time, you see Britain completely just folding over there. All right, like straight up, England is just like, what the heck? We gotta stop this. We gotta stop it, and they're just panicking. Okay, the U.S. knows if they panic, their superpower is gone. That's why I've been saying, like, guys, this was inevitable. It was inevitable. Logic was telling us this is going to happen at some point. I wasn't going to be the guy to start pinpointing, oh, this is the crash, this is the crash. No, I told you guys at the beginning of the video, I will play the damn technicals week by week, day by day, week by week, month by month. All right, it really does not matter. I'm not going to make a prediction far out in the future. It makes no sense. But what I will say is this could the only actually I'll say prediction I'll be making on this channel is I do think the market is going to be in a lot of pain for all of 2023. All right, well. But again, I'm not going to, like, here's the thing. I don't think it's going to be one straight shot down. I think we're literally going to have, like, up until 2024, I think we are literally going to have not sideways, but, like, we're going to keep seeing exactly what we've seen here, which is, guys, that's what I was saying at the beginning of the video as well. Who says we don't get, like, wealthy in the bear market now, all right? Like I mean, for me to be rich, all right, I kind of looked at it as $1 million, all right? For me to be wealthy, I look at that as $10 million. And that's honestly, like, wealth is literally just a figure that is, it's subjective to whoever is deciding what their wealth would be. Okay. You gotta realize, like, all being wealthy is, wealth is time. All right. Rich is money. Wealth is time. How much time can you buy at your most desirable life? And yeah, that's wealth. Okay. Like, can you live until the age of 100 while spending what you want to spend each and every year? That's what I'm saying. It's all subjective. All right. It is not like my wealth is your wealth. Whatever you guys want to call your wealth, that's that. All right. But there's a reason I've been saying for, I mean, The videos aren't up now. They're privated. Just because like I private them because they didn't go along with what we're doing here on the channel. But over for the last year, like the real ones here on this channel, well, I mean, not that everyone's not a real one, but like the people who've been around the block with me for like a year and a half from the Palantir days, you guys know I've had one goal, and that's been to, like, by the age of 30, I'll have $10 million. And honestly, yeah, we're setting up perfectly for that. I did not see this one coming, this skill set just forming. I had no idea, okay? I mean, I did have an idea because I was forming it, but I didn't know the exponential growth curve would be like, okay, you literally stop getting everything wrong, and that's why you hit it. You don't, like, risk management is applied, and trade management, I've been very vocal about that. You got to be applying trade management, but the reason accounts just go up after the exponential growth curve is hit is because you just stop getting things wrong. I've seen that with, like, holy crap, dude, I haven't been wrong in so long. All right, like trade management, risk management is one thing, but like when you have the most valid entries on all of these things, like, there you go. Okay, when you're calling the shots, there you go. That's the exponential growth curve I've been speaking of. All right, so now with that being said, let's literally just get into the technical analysis. All right, but obviously you guys know the current economic environment is dog crap. Okay, it is not valid. All right, in the technical setup, this is the A+ setup that I've been warning you guys about that's coming up. All right, which is we got the weekly close. All right, the weekly close just had to get under 376.56. All right, we surpassed that with flying colors. Okay, we're actually going to delete this wedge right here. It's not actually a wedge according to Bolkowski. All right, yeah, guys, like look at this. I can't believe this is massive volume spike as we're breaking and closing underneath June lows. This is literally everything I wanted. This is everything I wanted. All right, and like I'm not getting emotional over here, guys. Like I'm not gonna leave things off the table. If we get a bounce, I will. I'm not gonna play the bounce, but I will use that as another shorting opportunity. All right, but at the same time, all right, like you only have really like one or two factors suggesting that you will be getting said bounce. All right, but again, all right, like I know how the dealers work, and the dealers work by taking other people's money. So if everyone's short right now, what do you think they're gonna do? They might as well send it up for at least a day or two, bull trap everyone. Everyone's gonna start panicking. All right, like who says we don't literally squeeze up to here? I'm not saying that. All right, but what I will say is like I don't think it's gonna happen. I definitely don't think it's gonna happen. But at the same time, that's literally where this rising wedge started right here. We fell pretty quick, guys. Like in 2 days, we fell what, $15? All right, from 370 all the way down to 357. What is that? That's $13 right there in 3 days. That's nuts. Okay, that's nuts. But again, that's probably it's gonna be what this is telling what's gonna be coming next. All right, so we got the monthly close, the confirmation on the bearish harami here on all indices. All right, we got QQQ, and by the way, guys, these are literally just ETFs for the actual indices. Okay, SPY, S&P 500, QQQ, Nasdaq, IWM, Russell 2000. Okay, the small cap index, DIA, Dow Jones Industrial Average. Okay, it's looking rough, guys. It's looking real rough. We literally have the same exact thing on all of them. And I want to point out how bad this thing looks. Look at Dow Jones Industrial Average. It was a signal, okay? It was actually a signal before any of the other ones because we broke the lows so much earlier than, yeah, dude, we literally got under lows and it acted as resistance for 5 trading sessions. 1, 2, 3, 4 trading sessions. And then like, that's what I want to point out here. That's significant to me, guys. We opened underneath June lows. All right. And then bear shoved you all the way down. All right. You treated the June lows as resistance. That's fucked up, guys. That's terrible. That's tragic for the bulls. Okay. It's literally like, okay, we're not going to give you any breathing room here. We're going to shove you down and choke you real quick. All right. Guys, I'm not a dark person. I'm just, I'm using examples here, all right? I'm using examples, all right? At the same time that we got the bearish harami confirming on all of the indices on the monthly time frame, which confirms that we are most likely, the probability is that we get a bearish-ass month in October, okay? I mean, it doesn't have to be the most bearish month, okay? There's no size on that one. I don't think bearish harami, I mean, it might produce a target, but we're not going to put a target on the board. Who cares? All right. The point is that we're going lower. And all I wanted to do for that one, I just wanted this to close I really did, because it meant that we were going to be breaking the 200 weekly MA in the month of October, okay, on QQQ and SPY. And we all know what that means, okay? And if you guys are new to the channel, all right, I'm going to show you guys this. And I want to let you guys know, I'm not taking credit for using this 200 weekly MA, all right? This isn't something that, like, I've been calling out or anything for weeks now, all right? This is literally just like, hey, so many people are talking about this right now. I don't think something's not going to happen here. And I do want to show you guys what happened last 2 times in history that we closed under here. We got the weekly close. We got shoved down real quick. Okay, I don't care if there's a bull trap, guys. What the hell is this? Okay, this was a bull trap. I'm going to actually show you guys. Once we got our weekly close, you had a gap up right there. All right, so a 2% gap up. That could be the bull trap I'm talking about. And the rest of the week, from that gap up, you went all the way down here. All right, that's the whole, Jesus, 6% move. I'll shit my pants if we get a 6% move in 1 week. I'll shit my pants. It's October 21st. They're going to print. They will print, okay? They only have 21 days on it. That is 3 weeks, guys. 3 weeks. You got your close right here, okay? What the hell? What the hell? That's the duration of our contracts there. So that's over in 08. And by the way, NDX, NDQ, they are the NASDAQ, okay? I don't know why they have 2 different tickers, but they're the same exact thing. Now we go with the dot-com bubble. 1, 2, 3 weeks. 3 weeks you fell 20%. We got 20. I will, again, shit my pants on the spot. I don't care where I am. I don't care if I'm at work. I don't care if I'm in my bed. I will shit my pants. All right, guys? Like, this is what I was saying. This is the foundation being built in the bear market. Like, literally, the happy dance could not be held back on Friday. Like, I know it's coming, guys. It's rough, all right? And it's not just because everyone's looking at this thing. It's because, like, guys, algorithms are definitely set to sell if you get a close under there, all right? Like, that's how algorithms work, okay? They need the confirmation, then boom, they shove it under real quick. And if you got a bunch of algorithms selling and panic selling, what's it going to do? That's going to margin call a bunch of people. It's going to make other people panic sell. And then it's going to margin call more people. And it's just a self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay, so this is like the setup that I was really fucking excited for, all right? SPY, what do we get? Oh, we closed underneath it. Oh, by a whole ass dollar. Look at that. Almost exactly $1. Okay, 98 cents. We closed underneath that bad boy right there. Okay, I want to point out, all right? Last time we had a close underneath the 200 weekly MA was COVID on SPY, all right? And I want to point out that you did rally, but I also want to point out the reason for why said rally took place, which was unlimited QE just got introduced into the market, okay? You had stimmies going off the walls, all right? Like, you had the whole political agenda. Trump didn't want to do stimulus checks. He pretty much, I remember, he was warning everyone what would happen if, like, that happened with the next president. And then by the time elections came around, he caved into doing stimmies, all right? Then he gave out the first stimmy check, all right? And then Biden came along, and he only was forced to give out a stimmy check because Biden was running off of the hopes of people for giving stimmy checks. So how are you going to compete with that? Like, literally, how are you going to compete? So I'm just going to say right now, Biden's whole cabinet forced Trump into doing that, all right? Like, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Biden supporter. I think politics is all bullshit. It is all bullshit, all right? But what people don't fucking understand is it wouldn't be this bad if they didn't fucking do what they did, okay? The whole political agenda fucked the economy, okay? That's why politics are bullshit, all right? People thought they were being blessed with these stimmies. Well, what the fuck did you think was going to happen? We're probably going to come back down to COVID lows, all right? Like, the money that was introduced into the market is most likely the same exact money being taken out of the market with quantitative tightening, all right? Like, that's what I was getting at in the beginning of the video. We're 1 month in and this is happening. Just wait, guys. Just wait, all right? And at the same time, 13 years of drugs and you're coming off, dude. This drug user right here is going to have some serious withdrawals. All right, and it could take a whole year. It could take 2 years. It could take whatever, like, you know. All right, this thing could get rough, and it could keep getting rough. And I'm not saying it's not going to get better, but I'm saying the only logical direction for it to go is down. All right, down. All right, the wealth effect needs to be taken out of the economy. Okay, and also I want to flash forward to what we mentioned 3 weeks ago. What did we mention? All right, I remember someone calling me a weeble clown. All right, someone did the clown emoji when I had my circles here of the bearish engulfing candles on, I think it was one of my weekly reports. Guys, this is what happens, okay? The bearish engulfing candles literally marked the tops for all of these, okay? And this guy. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we have another example of that taking place. And you had a bearish Harami form here, and then the next week you closed under that, confirmed we were going lower. That's the same exact setup that's going on right now in the monthly time frame. Okay, guys, like this is why I continuously have my mind blown by the TA we cover here on the channel. I have no crystal ball. I have no fucking clue what's coming next. No idea. Yeah, it keeps happening. It just keeps happening, okay, guys? Like, there is no reason to doubt the TA when someone literally has no fucking clue what's happening, all right? No clue what's happening, no clue what's coming next, okay? Like, other than, like, applying logic, okay? And then all you're doing is fucking looking at TA, and you're letting the current setup predict where the future is going to go. And then it happens. Guys, I'm serious. I just continuously have my mind blown, okay? Like, I'm looking at this like you guys, like, holy shit, wow, it's working. It's, like, working its ass off, and it's kept working for months now. Why am I going to switch things up? And that's my whole mentality now. Like, why am I going to fix anything that's not broken, all right? If I'm applying the same logic that I was applying over here using TA and fundamentals, yeah, I mean, we're probably going to just continuously kill it for years and years to come here on the channel. Like, this is what I was telling you guys, like, hey, the people who are joining now, like, hey, you're getting to witness the nest egg being formed, and hopefully you guys are creating your own nest egg. Like, straight up, the bear market is literally capable of making us all rich, as long as you know. Excuse me. As long as you know what to be doing and what not to be doing. That's exactly what we're doing. We know exactly what to be doing in this bear market, all right? But yeah, guys, I mean, it's the same exact setup. You got your monthly confirmation under there on all things. The DIA is just, God, freaking ugly, man. Freaking ugly. At the same time, you got the confirmation of the bullish Harami over here on the monthly time frame on VIX, which does opposite things than the SPY. All right, now what I do want to point out is we did have, we could come over here. Oh, it's this day right here. Yeah, it's the Friday. All right, so this is projecting that we will have an update within the next 2 days on S&P 500, so SPY. Because VIX is down while SPY is down. Now, what I also will explain to you guys is the psychology of what's going on here. People are de-hedging, all right? I don't know why people are de-hedging right now. I think this is like, maybe, like, I don't know, maybe people are buying the dip crowd. I have no idea, but, like, the only reason VIX would be down with SPY down is because someone is, like, de-hedging, all right? Because think about it. I mean, this is literally, it moves opposite SPY. Okay, so that's the only logical explanation of what's going on. All right, and I don't want that to scare anybody out of your position. All right, just realize that could also be a signal that we might be getting that bull trap. And what am I going to be doing on that bull trap? I'm just going to add more puts, guys. All right, we know what's coming. Okay, the Bank of England literally caused England to just completely avoid their whole, like, disaster over there, yet they're fueling more disaster. All right, first day of pumping up the money printer again, they pumped out $65 billion. That's funny. Okay, that's literally the opposite over here. We have that being taken out. All right, yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much all we really have to cover. Okay, I do want to point out you got that crossing down right there. SPY is down here. Maybe you're forming maybe you form a bullish divergence here. You go a little lower and then you pop back up. I have no idea. All right, I have no idea. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people on Twitter and stuff that I'm seeing that are in. I mean, obviously in the Weeble comments, like, these guys really just take a lot of fucking guesses. I don't see a lot of people doing what I'm doing in the Weeble comment section, which is literally like, hey, I'm coming at you guys strictly without an emotional bias. I'm not giving any guesses out there. Anybody who's guessing is gambling. All right, I am just going to. I'm gonna trade with the probability, and that's all I'm gonna keep doing. All right, but I don't see a lot of people doing it. Like, most of the Weeble comments are like, 380 by Monday, 370 by Monday. You have no idea you're gonna have a $13 move on Monday. Shut the hell up. All right, like, straight up. That's a lot of the things I be seeing. Okay, but yeah, guys. All right, that is the weekly update. We will touch right now on. Actually, we could touch on BTC USD. All right, come over to the daily time frame. All right, yeah, so we called out that we had this bullish divergence carving out here. You did end up having your pop on that one right there. And then you also had this one, I believe this is formed. So 101, and then it came down. Oh, it did not form, guys. Well, I mean, technically it did form. No, it didn't. It actually, no, guys, never mind. I don't know why I called this bullish divergence out, because it came back over here. It played out. Well, this bullish divergence played out, but that means, like, when it resets like this, it can't do that. It has to go like this. A bullish divergence has to go like this, not reach this line up here, not reach the overbought line, then come down here, and your price action has to do that. That is your bullish divergence. So I guess this is not a bullish divergence. It does not signal Bitcoin's going to be doing anything. All right. So, I mean, I completely take it back. I don't know. Well, I know why I did it, and I just pointed out why I was wrong to say so. But maybe you do start popping off in Bitcoin, and like, I don't, maybe maybe we get that bull trap and Bitcoin has another fucking day like this, another 10% day where shorts cover. But again, we're not done falling on Bitcoin, okay? Like, it makes no sense. The most speculative asset in the, what I believe, like right before we're about to go way down, all right? And I'm not saying it happens quick, but that's the point of the December 16 contracts. I think they got like 75 days on them now. That's a lot of fucking days, guys, all right? That's a lot of days, all right? And time is expensive on SPY contracts, so that's why I don't expect them to pay as much, but they're designed to catch that catch the move safely. But yeah, if Bitcoin is the most speculative asset in the market, which, yeah, that's what cryptocurrency really is, and look at it as a whole, okay, Ethereum, like, let's just look at what's happened to fucking Ethereum, all right? I called this out, like, so long ago. We had a massive, geez Louise, this just looks so rough, dude. It looks so rough. It feels so bad for all, anybody who just hodled, okay? Like, this is just, it was destined to fail, okay? It was literally destined to fail. People were buying up here. Why, dude? Why? I had a friend who I played Fortnite with. I remember he told me that he bought an Ethereum at $4,000. Who the hell does that? Like, someone who doesn't know what the hell they're doing. That's the only people who are going to do it. What the hell? Like, what, dude? $4,000 you're buying Ethereum? That's literally all-time highs. All right? You're $400 off of all-time highs. Why would you do it? Because you don't know what to do. All right, guys? I'll tell you what you shouldn't be doing. All right? And actually, do we have a pattern for him in here? Do we have a pattern? I mean, either way, there's going to be a breakout from that. Maybe you could call that a wedge. I don't know if I'd actually call that a wedge, though. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be calling that a wedge. Maybe it would be... Nah, it's too extended. Not a chance. Not a chance. But yeah, guys, I mean, rip to anybody who was holding crypto. Okay, we got 88. Rip. Again, just giant fucking rip. Okay, I had friends who were doing this, and I remember back in the day, they were... I'm not going to say anybody was clowning on me, because they weren't. All right? Because I can look back and say, like, yeah, what I was doing was highly risky. I remember talking about AMC, like, it was like the end-all be-all, and like... But I mean, AMC ultimately is what got me completely addicted to the market. I literally saw that money. I saw $300,000 come into my life from $2,000 really quick. It was $2,500. And it completely got me addicted. I acknowledged in that moment, holy shit, nothing else can make me money this quick. Okay, nothing else will be able to provide as much value to my life as the market. All right, I fully acknowledge that, and that's why I kept being open to losing for years. All right, it was like 1.5 to 2 years I was just straight losing. You think I enjoyed that? No, I just knew I had to get the reps in. Okay, Malcolm Gladwell, I think it's the book Outliers. All right, you need your 10,000 hours to become a master in something. Well, if I'm looking at the market, let's just do some math out real quick, okay? Because this is exactly the mindset I've had for a very long time, and it's still here. Now, this is just the proof, all right? The proof is in the pudding. This works, okay? 10,000 hours divided by, we'll say 300 because weekends, you know? Even though, like, yeah, I still put in a decent amount of my time into making these updates now. It's 33 years, all right? That's 33 years you must, you know, do this, okay? Am I doing that right? No, I'm not doing that right. No, did I just do that completely wrong? Yes, I did. Yes, I did do that completely wrong. We're going to exit that out. 10,000 divided, we'll say you're putting in, like, how many hours? Like, realistically, I'm watching the market pretty much 24/7, all right? So, I mean, we kind of can say 8 hours, but we'll go with 6 hours, all right? Which I know I'm putting so much fucking time into the market. There's no way I don't master this shit, okay? Now divide that by 300, okay? 5 years, okay? In 5 years, someone becomes a master at the market, guys. By the age of, I started this a year ago, all right? By the age of, yeah, we'll say a year ago. It was more like 2 years ago. It was bottom of the market in 2020. And I don't know why I was not fucking, I was scared to get in the market when it was It was just dying. And I was like, shit, I could have made so much more money. But at the same time, I would have lost it because of exactly what I'm talking about right now. Reps, 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 reps. By the age of 27, okay, going from this point right now, guys, I'll be a fucking master. Straight up, okay? I will be a master at the market. And yeah, that's all I really wanted to do. That's been the whole goal, and I think it's coming to fruition right about now, all right? The last thing I will point out is that I think I already did point that out, but you have this. There's your possibility of a bull trap. You got that hinging up right there. But again, fear most likely will be induced, and it could get really fucking rough, all right? So guys, with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.